golden and the best because it's pure. But we're not going to get into that on here. Can I call you Rak-Su?
Ash Rak-Su.
Ash.
Yeah.
Ash Rak-Su, October Red Boxing. Welcome to the channel and welcome to obviously Mixed Fix Boxing.
Thank you. We're happy to be here, excited to be here, looking forward to it.
I'm going to ask you, you're a musician, not the typical YouTuber that's here. You've come down a different path, but you've done some work on Bouncer's Wicked and Bad, I believe.
Yeah, so music is the day job. That's the first passion. But I always loved the idea of boxing, and after lockdown, I thought, let me give it a go. And then obviously Bouncer built up Wicked and Bad, and I got so much love and admiration for Bouncer. I was like, if I can be involved in that, let me do it. And there was a chance to fight against a rapper in Big Tobes, who's someone I have respect for, but I felt like maybe not everybody viewed us, me and the other boys in Rak-Su, in the way that I wanted them to. So I was kind of like, ah, cool, if I fight a rapper they all view that way, maybe we'll change that. So that's how I kind of got started. And then obviously Misfits is blowing up and turning into something amazing. So I was like, yeah, I want to be involved in this.
You know when you said that you've always had an interest in boxing?
Yeah.
When did that start?
I'm just obsessed with sports, period. But I do remember watching the Olympics in 2012, seeing AJ fight and feeling like I was throwing every punch with him. And when he won the gold, I was like, obviously I'm from Watford, he's from Watford. I knew him when we were growing up as well. So seeing him and doing what he's done obviously made my interest even stronger.
We like that because it's kind of like something that it's genuine. You've not just kind of like fallen into it because you thought, oh, I'm going to give it a try, which is a lot of what we hear sometimes. Yeah. You've sort of had like an undertone of it running for a while.
Yeah, for sure. As I said, I need sport, otherwise I go a little bit crazy. So lockdown for me was hard because there's no team sports. So that for me was the real impetus to be like, all right, cool, let me go and do boxing because the boxing gyms are open. That's something I can do. And yeah, from the moment I probably hit the bag the first time, I just fell in love with it. And yeah, here I am. Yeah.
So we talk about your music career then. How do you balance the two? Because music is a full-time job. You write your own tracks, I'm going to make that assumption.
Yeah.
So writing, the time that it takes, the producing, the editing, everything that goes into music. How are you finding the time to do the boxing training as well?
So I'm lucky I'm in a group. If you ask the other boys, they'll be vexed. They're not happy about the amount of time I'm spending boxing, and they'll be happy when the fight is over. Because everything does slow down a little bit. Because obviously you're training so intensely, when you're finished, you're a little bit tired. But last week on Saturday, we had a gig. And it was just a case of go do the training, go home, rest a little bit, then go gig. So we make it work, innit? Like, as hard as it is, at the end of the day, whether I'm boxing or whether I'm performing, they're both things that I love doing. So I'm blessed.
What I will say is about a lot of you guys here is you're able to do that multitasking, which is kind of like with boxers, the professional boxers that I usually speak to, that is their career.
Yeah.
But with a lot of you guys, this is kind of like the sideline that you guys are really taking seriously. And sometimes I think you're a little bit underestimated of how serious you do take the sport.
Yeah, I mean, for this show, no head guards, 3-minute rounds, 10-ounce gloves. Like, we are in, if you get caught with a punch in 10-ounce gloves, you're going to sleep. So this isn't a game. Do you know what I mean? I did a white collar fight in my local leisure centre, head guard, 16 ounces. A man can thump you in your head 10 times, you're not going to fall over. I know it's different to Saturday. You get caught on the chin once, it might be good night. So yeah, it's serious.
And we talk about good night. What have you done as research-wise on your opponent, and what do you think he brings to the game?
I've watched his fights. He's very aggressive. He's a lot more experienced than I am. He was like a pro MMA fighter.
So we'd call this like a step-up fight.
Yeah, like big time. He's a pro MMA fighter, and he's had 4 or 5 boxing matches. He fought Tommy Fury and went 4 rounds of him. He lost, but Tommy Fury didn't knock him out. So looking at it that way, I probably got no business being in there with him. But exactly, we're all good. Because I just believe that I obviously have attributes that 6 weeks ago when I heard about the fight, I knew that if I could develop certain skills, then that's the way that I could possibly win. So it's going to come down to not really about what he does, because he can do what he can do, is have I got good enough to beat him? So.
And we talk about that. What would you say your attributes are? No game plans, but what are your attributes as a fighter?
So I'm taller than him, so I should have a reach advantage. I think I'm really strong.
No, you know you're strong. We have to be positive.
you're right,
Like,
you're
you
right, you're
know
right.
you're strong.
Right, I know I'm strong, and psychologically, I don't really give up on things. Like you'd have to stop me to stop me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not just gonna be like, oh no, I don't fancy it today. If he comes out and he is better than me, it's just gonna make me fight harder, even if I don't have the skill level to do it. So whatever way it comes out, he's not getting the easy night. So I'll take him to deep waters.
And we talk about those deep waters. What have you been doing in training? Have you been training like you're a pro? Because like you said, if he comes out, your fitness levels will be tested in the ring on Saturday.
Yeah, for sure. So I can look myself in the mirror and say, yo, Ash, you know what? You've done everything you needed to do to get ready for this. Because I knew that if I didn't do that and I lost, God forbid, I wouldn't be able to live with it. Do you know what I mean? So I had to put myself in a position where I can say win, lose or draw. I know I've done myself justice. So yeah, I've trained my ass off for this.
And what's the banter like with your fellow bandmates that are obviously going to be watching, going to be there supporting you? What is it like? Have they said anything to you like you better win or?
Yeah, so I was like, look, what if it's a great fight and I get knocked down? And Jamal was like, boy, if you touch the canvas, I'm walking out. And I'm like, bro, that's not how it's supposed to go. I said to them, if I get hurt, I need to be in hospital and you two need to be there. Like, there's none of this disowning me business, which they're talking about. But nah, it'll be fine. I know that they've seen how hard I've worked and I know they'll be proud of me as well. So, ideal world, we go in there, we get the win, celebrate with my boys, get drunk. I'm drinking so much rum. And yeah, it'll be a great night.
Overproof, I hope.
Pardon?
Is it going to be the overproof? Are you drinking the hardcore Jamaican overproof white rum?
Okay, no, because I'm not a maniac. That says a lot about you. I'll be drinking a dark and spiced rum.
Okay.
I don't even care what it is, whether it's Captain Morgan's, Kraken, whatever. I don't care. Just give it to me. I'ma back it.
You are no stranger to being under the lights. So that pressure, obviously you've been on X Factor Soul, standing up on a stage. As it is, the boxing ring is your stage. It is your time to shine. The nerves, are they going to get to you?
I hope not. I hope not. And the only reason why I say that is because I know I've worked hard. I know I'm fit. I'm in good condition. But when you get nervous, it drains your energy. And however fit you are cardiovascularly, it don't matter. If you're nervous, you're finished. So for me, I'm like, if I stay calm, I'm good. If I get too nervous, it's going to be a problem. So yeah, for me, breathing properly, staying calm, that's going to be, yeah, everything.
Well then, don't get singing on the way to the stage then. Keep that energy in, and I wish you the utmost best for Saturday night. And thank you for coming on the channel.
It's all good. Pleasure to be here, so thank you.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.